Worldwide, approximately 275 million people use illicit drugs every year with enormous social and health consequences. But not only human lives are negatively affected by illicit drug economies. Illicit drug crop production has a massive negative impact on the environment too, on all our living space. Cocaine is extracted from the coca bush, which is cultivated mainly in South America, in the Amazon region and the eastern slopes of the Andes Cordillera. Often, remote natural protected reserves of the rainforest serve as cultivation areas. But not without a price. Some of the land is obtained through deforestation of pristine flora. Sometimes coca cultivation also leads to the agricultural frontier extending into sensitive habitats. Clandestine infrastructure, like airstrips for illicit drug transportation, also contributes to this phenomenon. Pesticides and precursor chemicals not only harm habitats for plants and animals, they get into the soil and rivers, threaten nearby villages and the health of the inhabitants. As a result of all these actions, biodiversity is thus endangered. Animals lose their habitat. The ecosystem is destabilized. Often, the criminal revenue generated is laundered through unsustainable investments, such as extensive cattle ranching and massive land grabbing, a dirty trail of drug supply. Opium poppy cultivation covers vast fields in Asia and Latin America. Opium and heroin are extracted from it. In Afghanistan, partly desert areas provide the space for cultivation. But water is scarce. Therefore, groundwater is transported to the surface by solar pumps for irrigation. This causes the groundwater level to drop drastically. And it also contaminates the remaining water and threatens local health. A vicious circle for farmers. In other source countries, the environmental impacts derived from opium poppy cultivation are also related to deforestation. These are high environmental costs to supply opium and heroin markets. Fields and greenhouses with illicit cannabis cultivation can be found all over the world. For outdoor cultivation, land is cleared, water resources are exhausted, soil dries out. Indoor cultivation is a major source of greenhouse gas emissions. Lights, air conditioners and heaters require a lot of energy. The often long trafficking routes increase the carbon footprint of the illicit supply chains too. Thus, the drug market leaves deep traces. And what about synthetic illicit drugs? Illicit synthetic drug production contributes to environmental degradation too. Resulting waste is often illegally dumped in rivers or pits, contaminating natural surroundings. Illicit drug economies generate income at the expense of the ecosystem. They exploit not only people, but also the environment.